नित्यानन्देश्वरसमारम्भां नित्यानन्देश्वरिमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis, Srimahans, Mahants, Tanedar, Kotari, everyone sitting with us all over the world through Nithyananda TV, Ara TV, Sadhana TV and two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha. The city is sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha. Los Angeles, Toronto, Ohio, Varanasi, New York, Kolim, Seattle, San Jose, St. Louis, Tiruvannamalai, London, Madurai, Dubai, Chicago, Minot, North Dakota, Trinidad, Surrey, Vancouver, Mumbai, and lot more cities. I welcome every one of you with my love and respects. I welcome every one of you with my love and respects. Let's enter into the 6th verse. I'll continue to expand on the 6th verse of Upanishad. Please recite along with me. Yastu sarvāṇi bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati sarva-bhūteṣu cātmānaṁ tato vijugupsate. Yes. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is the whole existence existing in the consciousness, the self itself, and the consciousness existing in the whole existence by virtue of not seeing oneself as separate from the consciousness, does not feel violated or hates anything existing. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is the whole existence, all manifest and unmanifest beings existing in the consciousness itself, and the consciousness existing in the whole existence, thus does not feel violated or hates anything existing by virtue of not seeing oneself as separate from consciousness. Listen. Of course, I am not Bharatanatyam dancer. If I learn, maybe I can put more mudras for not seeing all that mudras. Anyhow, understand yastu sarvāṇi bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati sarva-bhūteṣu cātmānaṁ tato vijugupsate. So the concept you have about you plays a very important, major role in the way you live, the way you exist. To expand on this verse, I should tell you one incident. Even though I don't attend the Facebook whole day, most of the time my secretaries attend and they brief me if anything needed. This message was coming various time and different way. So they briefed and I saw the essence of that message is that it is some 10, 12 different time, different messages that why don't you search and find out your other half? What is the wrong in romance? And it is advising me and inviting. I was laughing. I laughed actually. I said, I'll answer in the Satsang because the person who sent anyhow will be watching the Satsang. I don't search for my other half because I am not half. Understand? Understand? This stupid person goes on sending me message, and I think a few screws became loose. Giving me logical references, supporting his or her theory, that person's theory. And what is the wrong in romance and what is the wrong in searching your other half? So I thought I'll put the full stop once for all to these messages. Understand, I am not searching for my other half because I am not half. I am already full. I am complete. So what you experience about you, that decides your attitude about life. Understand? If you feel there is something other than you existing, you may have fear or feeling. If you think the other part will complete you, you will have feeling, romance. If you have an ounce of romance in the room, everything will be clear, then fear will start happening. That's all. Listen. With the other part, if you feel the other part will complete you, you will start developing romance towards it. If you think the other part will be threatening you, you will start developing fear towards it. But both are stupid because the other does not exist outside you. Sarva-bhūteṣu cātmānaṁ, tato vijugupsate. This is one of the most important principle of Vedic tradition. Understand? You might have heard this in many books, but you should not mistake hearing the same principle in many books and hearing it from the Upanishad. It is the ultimate declaration. It's God speaking. Understand? Same word. If it comes from the different person's mouth, it has different value. Yastu sarva-bhūteṣu bhūtāny, ātmany-evānupaśyati. The Upanishads, the cosmos, declaring its own authority, authentically in this verse. This verse is a truth and technique which can be practiced. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is the whole existence, all unmanifest beings existing in the consciousness itself, and the consciousness existing in the whole existence, thus does not feel violated or hates anything existing by virtue of not seeing oneself as separate from the consciousness. In the inner awakening, we have a technique of manana. How you see everyone based on your own reflection. How you have an idea and opinion about everyone. How you perceive everyone based on your own reflection. When you understand that, you will catch the truth. Everyone is ultimately mirror of you. And if you change, everyone will change. Don't think roundabout way. If everyone changes, I will also change. Start from you. Everyone will also start changing. The change will support the change, and it will become a beautiful virtuous circle in you. See, if you start the change from you, others also will change. That will support you to change more. That will support others to change more. It will become a beautiful virtuous circle. But if you are waiting for the start to happen from the other, others will not change. Because of that, you will not change. Because of that, others will not change more. And because of that, you will not change more. It will become a vicious circle. Blessed are those who decide to start the change. Cursed are those who are waiting for the other person to change. Blessed are those who decide to be the first in the transformation process. When you open up, other will open up. When you become unarmed, the other will become unarmed. If you are waiting, let the other happen. Till then, I'll wait. Other will never start, and they will start piling up more weapons. You will start piling up more weapons. This hypocrisy goes on as a vicious circle. The first and foremost truth, yastu sarva-bhūteṣu bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is the whole existence, all unmanifest and manifest beings. See, it is like a dream which you see in the night. Only in the morning after waking up, with your cognition, you decide whether it is a good dream or bad dream. Otherwise, dream is a dream is a dream. Same way, life is a life is a life. When you start judging, you start feeling whether it is a good or bad. Yastu sarvāṇi bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati. One who indeed lives by seeing as it is the whole existence, all unmanifest and manifest beings existing in the consciousness of the self itself. Know it very clearly. Everything exists in you. Understand? There is two methods to realize this truth. Everything exists in you. Either by witnessing the body and mind from outside. If you feel everything exists in me, first thing, that fear, greed will start coming up. Oh, if everything exists in me, why will the tiger attack me? Why will the lion attack me? What will happen if I am caught in the hands of an anaconda? Then you can know, I will see my body and mind separately. What happens, happens. It is just existence. If this body needs to be alive, that will leave it alive, otherwise it will kill. And so this is one attitude. The another one attitude. No, this body and that body, both has same consciousness. And with this clarity, I will decide what that body has to do and this body has to do, and make it function smoothly. This understanding, both understanding, when it becomes matured cognition, becomes power in you. Understand? Cognitions, when they become matured, they become siddhis, powers in you. There is a story in Ramakrishna's teachings. Guru was teaching to a disciple, everything is God. Then the disciple goes in the street, he sees a mad elephant running towards him. And the mouth, who is trying to control the elephant, he was screaming, shouting, saying, all of you move out, this elephant has become mad, I am trying to control it, save yourself. All the other persons ran away and protected themselves. This boy, today only I heard from my guru, everything is God. Why should I bother about elephant? And he stands. Elephant comes and just throws him to one corner. He is very badly beaten and bones broken, lying in one corner. All the other disciples come and pick him up and take him to the Gurukul. Guru asks, why did you do this? Then that boy said, you only said everything is God. So I decided this elephant is also God. What harm can happen to me? Guru says, yes, everything is God. The Mahut who warned you, he is also God. Now listen, the story doesn't end. I am putting the next twist. This is the twist by Ramakrishna. I am putting the next twist. Actually, for this boy, the cognition has not become a matured cognition. If it becomes a matured cognition, it will become a siddhi. He can stop the elephant, or he can take care that elephant does not harm him. Or, even if that elephant throws him, his body will not be harmed. Even if something happens to the body, he will not have suffering. So many layers can happen. So much is possible if the cognition becomes matured. Cognition not becoming matured cannot be the logic or the reason to say the truth is not truth enough. That is the stupid things atheists do. That's the stupid things atheists do. Just because your cognition is not yet matured, don't deny the possibility. 10 years before, if somebody has made a statement, anything you want to know in the world will be available just inside your packet. Press two buttons, one or two buttons in the touch screen. Anything you want to know in the world, you will be able to know. If somebody has said, you would have believed? No. 10, 15 years before, if somebody tells this, you won't believe. Now it's a reality. Your mobile is enough. Anything you want to know, simply it is there. Now I am telling you, by 10 years, no electricity on the planet Earth. Listen, in next 10 years, there won't be, people will forget something called electricity because the whole thing will become based on solar. Whether it is your car will simply run. No such thing as petrol, refueling, gas and all that. The technology is already available. It is the petrol company lobby that is stopping it becoming a mainstream lifestyle. But they can't stop for more than some time. In 10 years, all vehicles will function without any fueling. It is just like if you buy it, that's all. If you buy a TV, that's all. After that, no expense, you can watch whenever you want. Same way, if you just buy the car, that's all. There is no running expense or maintenance. Maybe some maintenance need to be done if it is broken. There is no fuel expense. Same way, the mobile. Everyone will have high-end mobile, no payment. If you just buy, you can start using, that's all. In 10 years, all this is going to happen. I know you won't believe. But you don't believe is not going to stop this happening. So understand, denial. The only person who suffers due to denial is you who is denying. The only persons who suffer by denial is atheists and the people around them who believe them. That's all. Understand? By you denying, you are the loser. Same way, the earlier you catch this truth that everything exists in your consciousness, you exist in everything, your life will become high-end life. The earlier you catch it, better your life will become, more matured your life will become. Blessed are the Gurukul kids who listen to this truth in very young age. Maturity of the cognition is possible for Gurukul kids because it is going inside in a very young age. For adults also it is possible by completing all the immature cognitions and awakening it. I tell you, if you have to destroy a tree, you have to weaken the root. So your ignorance is like a tree. If we have to weaken the root, the one truth which will weaken the root of your ignorance tree is whether I understand or not, this is the truth. The earlier I understand, it is better for my life. This one truth will shake and weaken the root of your ignorance tree. Don't wait, saying, when it becomes my experience, I'll start living. No. Whether I catch it or not, this is the truth. I have seen when I was traveling, in my wandering, when I was doing my spiritual yatra, I used to cross through the villages, forests. Some villages, there will be few people who will try to steal the trees from the forest. But in the forest there is a law, only if some tree dies naturally, you can cut it and take it. You can't cut or kill any tree. So these fellows who want to steal the trees, what they will do, they will just pour little acid in the root of the tree. In 1 month it will dry and die. No one will know how the tree died. The forest officers will think, okay, this tree is dead. And these cheats who want to steal the tree, they will cut that and take it. I tell you, the acid to dry your ignorance tree is, whether I understand or not, this is the truth. The earlier I cognize it, my life will become matured and high-end life. The earlier I catch it, earlier my life will become high-end. Because this truth, yastu sarva-bhūteṣu bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati, will bring so much of healing and excitement, joy in you. Yesterday night till 11 o'clock I was sitting with some of my mahans and talking. And I was having that steam with eucalyptus oil to remove this cold. That's one of the natural process, like burning the turmeric and smelling that smoke and putting the eucalyptus oil and in the hot boiling water and catching that smell. So I was sitting with all my parivaras and doing all this, so that I can come for the morning satsang. And so one of my mahant was telling, what is this, Swamiji? Why don't you rest? Tomorrow you have satsang. I want to tell you, a person whose cognition is yastu sarvāṇi bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati will never bother, will never have anything restricting him, because there is so much of healing and excitement, joy, love to do continuously. Continuously. You just know everything exists in you. You exist in everything. Romance with the life, not because it is your other half, because it is you. Understand, as long as you are searching for the other half, even if you get it, he will be half, you will be half. It will never be complete. Only when you understand the person you are searching for you is you, you will be full, he will be full, it will be completion, from completion to completion. The person you are searching is not the other half. It is yourself. So search here, only then completion. Not there. If it is there, even if you find, it will be, the greed will become fear and fear will become greed. That is what I call intimate enemy. Love-hate relationship. When the hormone goes up, love. When it comes down, hate. It's a fight between different hormones. It's a fight between testosterone and adrenaline. All your fear and greed is a fight between testosterone and adrenaline. The testosterone is high, you call it as love and romance. If the adrenaline is high, you call it as a fear and hatred. Yastu sarva-bhūteṣu bhūtāny ātmany-evānupaśyati sarva-bhūteṣu cātmānaṁ tato vijugupsate. If you find I am away from body and mind, and everything is there and that everything is here, this is everywhere, that is a Brahminical way of realizing. But if you understand everything is in me and I am in everything, and I will know how to alter and change, do what I have to do. That is the way of realization of Shaivites. Understand? Listen. I'll repeat. There are two ways you can realize that you exist in everything and everything exists in you. One, the moment fear and greed happens, you understanding, you thinking, I'll be, after all, I am not this body and mind. I'll be away. So I exist in everything, that exists in me. Whatever happens, happens. This is the Brahminical way. This is the Brahminical interpretation of this verse. That's the way this verse is made practical in Brahminical thinking. There's another thinking trend. I exist in that, so I'll make sure that does not harm this, and there is no fear and greed interaction between two. Both live in a beautiful space of oneness, and I know how to make that do what this wants, this do what that wants, to keep in the space of completion. This is the Shaivite way of thinking. Unclutching is a Brahminical way of thinking. Completion is the Shaivite way of thinking. Completion. When this cognition gets matured, you get siddhis, powers. The story Ramakrishna explained is from the cognition of unclutching. If I look into the same story, I'll say, the Guru should tell the disciple, yes, everything is God, sit and make this cognition matured, and then go and stand in front of the elephant. It will just sit at your feet and bow down, salute. First, make this cognition strong and mature. Look into all your enemies' eyes. See that they start responding the way you want. Then go out and stand in front of any challenge. It will simply subdue and do as you want. This is Shaivite cognition. There is a next level of cognition. A Guru will tell, everything is consciousness. You exist in everything. Everything exists in you. This is the truth. You don't even need to wait for this truth, this cognition to be matured in you. Go and face the challenges till it becomes matured in you. I will protect you and see to it how this cognition responds to me. It will respond the same way to you. Once it becomes matured, it will automatically respond to you in the same way. Till it becomes matured, I am there to protect you and save you. Go and do it. This is Nithyananda way of interpretation. That is what I am doing in Shivoham. Yes, this is the truth. The cognition has to become matured in you. All this is true. But till then also you don't need to wait. I have the veto power and right to protect you when you are standing and working with this truth. Go and do it. I'll be there. And I am responsible for the elephant to bow down in front of you. The cognition may not have become matured in you. You would have just heard from me. It's okay. Remember what you just heard and put the responsibility on me. I may not have realized you are also part of me, but my Guru has realized. He told me. So with that strength I am standing here. Bend and fall at my feet. This is my way of interpreting. Understand? And I tell you, I am doing this for last 15 years. I have not put any of my disciples in any crisis or risk. Nobody has died, nobody has been destroyed, nobody lost, nobody has been put in risk. This 15 years of my performance is sufficient proof and enough trustworthy, reliable resume. I have a trustworthy, reliable resume of protecting my disciples who stand with the truth which I am sharing, even if it is not become their experience, saying, I have not realized it. This has not become my cognition, but my master's cognition. And he told me, he never lies to me, his integrity. I stand with that strength. I am facing, come on. The whole healing is happening. This is the way. Only a person who has become enlightened can radiate the energy of Ananda Gandha. The enlightenment has not become matured cognition in me, but it has become truth in my master's being. And he has told me I can do it with his authority. I am stretching my hand. Let the energy flow, be healed. I have done it with my millions of disciples successfully, and I am doing it successfully. That is why I say this is a honest, integrated, authentic, responsible lifestyle of Sanatana Dharma. That is all I am doing in Shivoham process. Don't worry whether it becomes your matured cognition. It has become matured cognition in me. I am sharing it into your being. Stand with that strength. I am responsible. I'll protect you and guide you and see to it you experience Shivoham. That becomes your matured cognition. Unclutching is Brahminical way, completion is Shaivite way, giving boon is Nithyananda way, the way of Shivoham. Because man cannot make it just by himself. He need to be given. That is why enlightened beings happen. Enlightened beings teach, but they don't happen just to teach. Enlightened beings teach, but they don't happen just to teach. They happen to give. Teaching is one of the preliminary way for giving. With all my integrity, from the authority as an enlightened being, authentically, today I bless all of you. Take this one cognition: everything is in me and I am in everything. As my experience, from my authority, I am telling you and blessing you, go and live it. Don't worry whether it has become matured cognition in you or not. Go and live it with the courage. It has become experience in my Guru and he has authorized me to live. And I tell you, you will never have any risk. You will never be put in any wrong situations. You will never have any suffering. Go and live. I'll be there protecting you and making your cognition matured. One, I'll make this cognition that everything exists in you, you exist in everything as your experience, matured cognition in you. Second, till it becomes matured also, I'll protect you whenever you play with this cognition. You will never be in risk. You will only be supported, protected, matured to achieve this cognition. Go and live this. I am not asking you to do Vakyartha Sadas. No. I am asking you to live. From morning till evening, live this. Today's Vakyartha Sadas is how you lived this today whole day. You are going to share in the evening in Vakyartha Sadas only how you lived this truth. That everything exists in me, I exist in everything. How you shared, worked, lived this truth in your life. What all the risks you have taken and what was the result of that risk based on this cognition, and how this cognition has worked, how this cognition has become part of you, how this thinking has done whatever it has done to you. Bring this. And with all my integrity, authenticity, from the authority of an enlightened being, with responsibility and enriching, I am giving all of you this as a boon. Please live this truth. Everything exists in you. You exist in everything. Live. Live. You will not lose anything. You will only achieve everything. And my experience of this truth, I am putting that in the center as the responsibility. Let this experience prove its authenticity by making this cognition matured in all of you and protecting all of you till that becomes matured cognition when you are playing with this cognition. even if it has not become matured cognition, even while you are playing with this, let you all be protected, let you all be supported. This experience which happened in me, that is responsible, that will do this job. I am requesting and ordering my experience of enlightenment, that everything exists in me and I exist in everything. This experience I am ordering to protect all of you and make this experience as your cognition. Till then, it will protect you whenever you play with this cognition. Without putting you in any risk and helping you more and more, supporting you more and more, showing many miraculous, beautiful happenings in your life so that you become strongly able to believe and live this cognition. I mean by these statements, start living this truth, you will never be put in any risk. You will never be put in any risk. You will always be protected. This is the first step. Shivoham will start flowering in every one of you. Singapore. Blessings to Balavidyalaya Temple, Children's Temple. My blessings to all the kids. How I played with the deities and became Nithyananda. Same way I bless all you guys. You will all play with deities and become Nithyananda. Blessings to all you guys. Blessings to all you guys. Blessings. Adi, I accepted your aarti. And all the kids. Blessings to all the kids. We will start thousands and thousands of children's temple. Blessings. And Mahadeva and Devi and me, all of us will be present and bless all the kids who play with us. And I'll also make myself available through the deity just to play with the kids. I'll answer whatever they ask. I'll talk to them. I'll relate with them. I'll materialize vibhuti, kumkum, honey, all that. I'll play with them. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching, causing, living Advaita, the eternal bliss, Nithyananda. Thank you. Be blissful.
Nithyananda Dhyanapītam, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/lifeblissfoundation.